I really like to eat fish, but it comes with a bit of a stab of conscience. Because it's either been caught from a wild fishery, which odds are is being overexploited, or it's come from a farm where the fish farm has just been taking all the waste from the fish and dumping it in the environment. If a dairy, pig or chicken farmer were to dump waste like fish farmers do every day, they'd go to jail. But for fish farming, it's totally legal. Because in Australia, there is no legal limits on how much waste a fish farmer can just dump in the environment. What there is a limit on how concentrated that waste is. And so this locks fish farming into this paradigm where they take vast quantities of clean water, run it through their farm to flush out all the waste from all their fish, and then out into the environment. And it's totally legal as long as the concentration of the waste is below a certain level. This not only means that fish farming can be a massive contributor to nutrient pollution, but it also means that the industry is incredibly exposed to climate change, because any changes in the water supply, quantity or quality has a dramatic impact on the fish farms. Now, it's precisely because I both love to eat fish, but also because I care about the environment, that I decided to get involved with fish farming. Because there are a bunch of methods that we can use where we can farm fish without causing all that pollution. And it's very simple. The vast majority of the pollution that comes from fish farms is nutrient pollution. The waste is full of nitrogen and phosphorus, potassium, and a whole stack of other nutrients that plants need to grow. And it's quite ridiculous because often right next door to a fish farm, you can have a market garden, an orchard, or some other crop that is being sprayed with fertilizers containing nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium that have been sourced from fossil fuels. And you would think it would be a simple thing to put the two together and use the waste from the fish to fertilize the crops. And it is a simple thing, but due to the conservatism of the fish farming industry and the horticulture industry, but more importantly, the finance industry, it's not being done. And that is where you guys can help. This is the Ballara fish farm. It is incredibly well set up with over 350 megalitres of ponds and dams, a whole stack of infrastructure and equipment which is crucial for farming fish, a conservative valuation of the infrastructure was there. If we were to duplicate it in another property, we'd be looking at well in excess of 11 or 12 million dollars. And the property's on the market for just its land value of 3 million. So what I want to do is buy this farm and then capture all the nutrients from its production that are currently being dumped into the environment and use them to produce a range of horticultural crops. We're currently looking for supporters, investors, partners who can help make this project happen. If you are a potential investor, to get details of what the investment would involve, you need to express your interest to us when we can tell you about it. But just consider this. The demand for fish is increasing. Yet the current industry is in crisis because of the increasingly adverse effects of climate change. Because they are so reliant on those high flows of water coming in, any changes to the quality or quantity of the water that's available to them has a dire effect on their ability to function, let alone make a profit. And over the last 20 years, there's a whole bunch of farms that they're no longer viable because of the effects of climate change. So imagine a business that doesn't pollute the environment. And now imagine investing in a business that can take advantage of that growing demand while at the same time using methods of production that insulate the fish from the adverse effects of climate change, and where our fish production is insulated from the effects of climate change. How well would such a business do? Now, if you don't have the means to contribute as an investor, there's still things you can do, because we need people to spread the message so that we can find those investors that we need. So liking the video, asking a question in the comments, sharing the video on your social media feeds can make a big difference. It's crucial that we get the message out there. Now, we're going to be producing more videos on what we're doing. I'm going to be starting to answer some of the more technical questions about our operation and how we're going to be proceeding. I'm starting to get a stream of questions, some which are coming up rather frequently. So I'm going to be doing videos answering those. It would be better if those questions were asked in the comment section of these videos, because that tells the algorithm that people are interested in what we're doing. And so if you want to see those videos when they come out, it'd be great if you could, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified. And if you want to know more about what we're doing, then I've done blog posts, I've done other videos about the vision and about the farm. You can check those out on the channel. But until then, please, if you're interested, get in touch. And if you, want to reduce the impact that our food has on the environment, then if you can share the message, and that'll allow us to proceed. So talk to you guys soon, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye. You gorgeous thing. We're not ready for you to be a film star yet.
Well, at least not today.
I've got other filming to do. Hey, I've got to talk about guilty fish. There you go.